Well, today, approximately 22,000 ranchers own nearly 120 million acres of private land and hold grazing permits on more than 250 million acres managed by the U.S. Forest Service and the Bureau of Land Management. Montana PLC Chairman Vicki Olson says that these grazing permits are absolutely critical to their way of life.
Well, one of the biggest reasons is range management, and livestock needs to be a major part of that. Without the grazing, what do you have? Massive fuel buildup and deck at the grazing and forage, and by helping manage that land, and it's also a benefit to the BLM and Forest Service because it reduces the fuel loads and that kind of stuff, so that we can, and we're good partners.
She explains why it's so important that Montana has a presence on the national level.
Well, as one of the western states, there's 14 of us now, and we make the policy and make rules of what the office in DC is going to work on in the coming legislation, and trying to put a lot of the legislation that is bad, get it stopped before it gets there, and by being here, we set that policy and make it so that the office knows what we want, what's good and bad, and our voices are heard. And if Montana isn't here, then that's one piece missing.
Each year, the BLM recognizes ranchers for their excellent management and outstanding accomplishments in restoring and maintaining the health of public rangelands. And this year, the Ranchers Stewardship Alliance of Malta received one of its Rangeland Stewardship Awards.
Well, the RSA started up quite a few years ago, and we were recognized today because of our collaboration with other groups. And because of that collaboration, we have been able to put a lot of conservation dollars on the ground and helping a lot of ranchers with fencing or pipelines and a lot of that kind of stuff that's made it real beneficial to some of the ranchers in our area. And that's what we were recognized for as work, because BLM is one of them that we work with.
Now, nearly 40% of the western cattle herd and about 50% of our nation's sheep herd spend time on America's public lands. That's why the Montana Public Lands Council also works very closely with the National Public Lands Council in Washington, D.C. on a number of national issues affecting federal lands grazing. Reporting for Nonstop Local from Grand Junction, Colorado, I'm Russell Nemitz, Western Ag Network.